Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Go cool and be cool. ISO 9001 2015 Internal Auditor Certification Course Examination Tips and Tricks. We are going to learn from this prime, beautiful basketball player in globally top 10 matches and then their situations. Top 6, we are going to talk about LeBron Curry and Giannis Jokic, Tatum, so Luka, KD, Embiid, Booker, and then Halliburton. Are you ready? Welcome back. ISO 9001 2015 Internal Auditor Certification Course Examination Tips and Tricks Prime video. We are going to talk about here is the basketball player in this world. Top 10 matches and then situation. We are going to learn ISO 9001 2015 their situation and then ISO classes. So what it talks about here is we will see one by one. So part 6 we are going to see all players as how they played their matches and based on their situations as how we can able to accommodate our ISO classes and everything. So it's Nikola Jonic and then Joel Embiid and then Doncic, Tatum and then Shai. Here is Curry, Edwards, Mitchell's, Halliburton's and then Jane is also we have taken for this example. So are you ready? Okay, we'll see one by one learning from basketball top 10 matches and then situation. The first example is like it is happened in the year 2023 December. So that is Laker versus Celtics. LeBron shoe sold so detached during the clutch play. That is a turnover. So equipment not tested for the extended gameplay. So we can hear is generally we can locate equipment failure. LeBron James as we can hear here is what we have learned from the previous video is 8.5.1. The failure of equipment we can locate is 8.5.1 production control. Yes, we can say that. So no durability test records for 40 plus minutes as usage because of the hardcore. My dear friends, the audit lesson what we can learn here is validate equipment under worst case condition. So this is how it's supposed to be. So LeBron James equipment failure which has happened in the year December 2023. So we are learning 8.5.1 because of this kind of a failure. I hope you understand. Now we are moving to the next one is Stephen Curry. What went wrong in the sense Warrior versus King. The play happened in 2024 play-in. Then shoot clock malfunction delayed Curry's game tying 3-point attempt. So non-conformities measurement equipment not calibrated. So ISO class we can fix it here is 7.1.5 monitoring equipment. Here is calibration error. This is Stephen Curry. Okay, so audit evidences expired calibration error certificate for shoot clocks. Audit lesson is implement quarterly calibration schedules. So this is how we can able to locate here is exactly the Stephen Curry happened as a second example. Now we are going for the third example is supplier failure is Bucks Vendon Knives. So Jan 2024. So defective basketball. So slippery services caused 10 turnovers. So Giannis's anti-to Kunpo. So here is non-conformities incoming material inspections labs. So ISO class is 8.4. We can fix it as a supplier control missing moisture resistance test reports. So audit supplier quality assurance process we have to go for the lessons. So this has happened to the Bucks. So let's talk about the fourth lesson is Nikola Jokic. So documentation error. So Nuggets versus Suns. So play of 2023 situation is Stat Cruz's minutes recorded Jokic assist. Oh, so overturned triple double. Incorrect data recording, isn't it? So 7.5 we can locate here is documented information. So mismatch between live tracker logs and then official reports. Automate data synchronization. This has happened. So when this gets then sense, so the main thing is 1.5 documentation error we can locate. So mainly that is misrecorded assist and then overturned triple and then double. So this is what went wrong. So now we talks about the example 5 is Jason Tatum. So training gap we can see here is the match on 2023 ECF the Celtics versus Heat. So the Tatum missed the EFT after new routine lost game. That is unvalidated process changes. 1.2 we can say here is the competence training somewhere it is missing. Training gap we can say here is 5. That is a Jason Tatum. So no training records for the revised FT techniques. So audit lesson we can say here is a recur validation before process changes. So this is the learning is 1.2. Whenever you feel the training classes is there, 1.2 is very beautifully how to locate it during the examination. Now we talk about the sixth examples is Lacodonic. So communication breakdown. So Mouse versus Olds. Match happened in March 2024. So the Luka held it at Clubber for a defensive misalignment. That is an easy dunk. We can use that, but unclear switch protocol. That is 1.4. We can say internal communication is somewhere it is missing. Audit evidence is no playbook documentations for a defensive call. So audit lessons we can say here is a standardized auditable signals as in quality manual. So communication breakdown means we can locate here is 7.4, that is internal communication. So how we can locate, so these areas as one of the challenging one, so you should learn. That's why I have taken beautiful examples so from football, from basketball, and many areas as we can able to see here is. So since it is the beautiful certification course, we should learn from many players as, so that will be really memorable to you. Now we can see here the seventh one is Kevin Durant. So non-conforming output which has happened in the match February 2024. That is a Sun versus the Clippers. A wet spot on court. So caused the KD to slip. So injury timeout. So non-conforming unsafe playing surface is not isolated. We can say control of non-conforming outputs we can able to locate here is 8.7 because audit evidence is the court out of service. No court out of service tagging procedure. So this is not controlled. We can say like this non-conforming outputs. Implement real-time hazard lockdown protocols as we can able to locate here is non-conforming output is 8.7. So please remember for the incidents happened for the Kevin Durant. So 8.7 we can locate exactly here. Now we talk about the very beautiful Joel's embed customer complaint is 76 ERSS versus Knicks. The play of 2024, fans threw debris after the controversial call. Game halted, so inadequate spectator management. 9.1.2, so customer satisfaction. So here is we can say is customer complaint. 9.1.2 customer satisfaction. Audit evidence is unaddressed complaints from prior games. Yes, those who have done in case of anything has happened. So what we supposed to do that the learning is not incorporated exactly. Install AI crowd monitoring system, so that will be really helpful. So Joel Embiid, we have this kind of a fan which is throw debris after controversial call is 9.1.2 customer satisfaction. Then ninth one is Devin Booker, so leadership's failure. The Sun versus Nugget May 2023. So coach Sabat Brooker, so during hot streaks last momentum. So unjustified deviations from winning strategy. So ISO classes what we can look at here is 5.1 leadership commitment. So no documented decisions is log for the substitution. So here is the recur risk assessment for strategic changes. So we can locate in case of anything problem. Leadership failure means 5.1 is leadership commitment. We can locate here is. So mainly the broker it has happened. The incident is during the hot streak. The last and beautiful examples is Tyrese Halliburton. Process deviations, the Pacers versus Celtics IST final 2023. Then Halliburton ignored play call, so critical turnover. Ad hoc decision making is 8.5 process control. No disciplinary records for the protocol violation. Implement real time play adherence tracking. So in case of process deviation, what we supposed to 8.5.1. Please remember, my dear friends, 8.5.1 is the one of the beautiful areas. As whenever is a deviation, we can simply locate this one. Halliburton, beautiful areas as we can able to locate. Our studies is 8.5.1. Now it's coming to the summary. NBA to ISO cheat sheets is detached sole is 8.5.1. Show me equipment stress test reports. You can ask this kind of a question. Then clock malfunction, shoot clock malfunction is 1.1.5. So wear or calibration certificates. Slippery basketballs 8.4. Prove supplier materials were inspected. Then state recording errors 1.5. So the trace data from live tracker to report. Missed EFT after technique changes 1.2. Show training records as for a new process. So training pro tips is use video clips. NPA highlights to visualize failures. As role playing is a student as a referee. Audit players as equipment lock class number 8.5.1. Memory hook is LeBron shoe fail is audit means 8.5.1. Then Curry's clock issue is 1.1.5. So this is how we have to remember, my dear friends. I hope you these beautiful 10 examples will be helpful for you. So finally, let's learn and level up ourselves, and let us help and support others. So without pain there is no gain. I hope you like this video, so please give your valuable comments so that I can also level up myself, so and share to your beloved ones. So thank you very much, and thanks for watching.